back to the Arena Podcast, the place for all entrepreneurs and artists to come and bring awareness to their brand, business, and or talents. Me being an entrepreneur / artist myself, I, Hoody Frankliano, made it my business to create the ultimate platform for all of us to grow together. So I hit up Gut Check, brought in Pebbles for that strong woman opinion, and together we bring you the Arena Podcast. But this is much more than a podcast. It's a networking community. So now that you're here, you part of the family. And family support is the most important support because in most cases, the family is the first to show love and help the awareness stretch. So make sure you follow us on IG at The Arena Podcast and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search The Arena ! Podcast. Make sure you type that exclamation point. To submit music or book an interview, send us an email at thearenapodcast18@gmail.com. Business owners, ask about our extremely affordable sponsorship programs. Thank you all for listening. Enjoy the show.
My name is Taryn C. Atkins. I'm the author and producer of He'll Work It Out.
Okay.
And Carleton King is my co-director.
Okay. So is this the first project that you directed or?
Well, I've worked on other people's stuff, but this is the first time that TCA Productions, Inc. is doing their first thing.
Okay. That's fire. That's fire. So how did you link up with Crystal Nuchurch and the rest of the people that's in the building tonight?
Well, I put in the casting. You know, I've been working on He'll Work It Out for a while. And so we went through different types of casting and stuff like that. And we needed new people and stuff. So we put a casting out, and Crystal responded for the role of Shayna.
Okay.
Carleton's been with us for a long time, since the beginning, really. And he plays the role of Reggie. Dermel Warren plays the role of Lady Gorham. Dermel came to us by another person who was in the cast, and everything clicked, and here we are now.
Okay. So who's the main character?
There's 8 leads. It's Shayna, Cliff, Gigi, Leah, Mama May, Reggie, and Cassandra. Did I miss some? And Regina.
Okay. Okay, Pebbles, what you think they doing? You think they got something good going on here? What?
Absolutely. The name alone, I'm ready for it. My question is, what made you come up with the name? What's the background of it?
He'll Work It Out. It's not only a title, it's a frame of mind, it's faith to know that, no matter what the situation, Jesus will work it out. You just got to have the faith to know that he will work it out.
Absolutely. That's a great title. When I first read it, He'll Work It Out, the first thing I'm repeating is amen. Because so many times you just got to be like, you know what? He will work it out. Let me just sit back and let things happen the way they're supposed to happen, right? Okay. And who we got over here to our right, our far right?
My name is Dermel Warren, and I'm Lady Gorham.
Okay. Talk about your role a little bit.
Well, Lady Gorham is a support role for almost everyone in the cast. She's actually the person that's next to her husband, who's the pastor, that supports anyone that's in need of her support, especially the ladies of the church. They all have different plot twists. They all have different things going on in their lives, and she's that person, their rock, that they go to when they need help and support.
That's fire. That's fire. Big bro, come on over here real quick, man, because I can't reach too far. I'm going to be stretching all over everybody. Talk about it a little bit, bro.
So my name is Carleton King, if you didn't hear, and I play the role of Reggie, one of the lead roles. Reggie starts out as a bright-eyed young man with a lot of ambition, a lot of hopes and dreams, but life sometimes takes a turn, and I'm sorry, I got to keep it a little bit of a secret, but you got to come and find out what actually happens. That's about all I can say about it.
Right, yeah, we don't want to give them too much. We want to make sure they're in the building. Now, we're releasing on October 6th. That's going to be the first time anybody can see this that's outside this room, right?
Opening night.
Okay, opening night. So we will be there. So our listeners will come with us, so that's how we're going to move. So let's dig a little deeper, but, don't want to give them too much about your role and the plot of the...
Crystal Watford, Nuchurch. I play one of the lead roles, which is Shayna. Shayna is a God-fearing woman. She loves her family, and she'll do anything that she can to keep things in order. She's a woman that likes things in order, and if anything gets out of order or out of balance, she does what she can to put things in balance in a very eccentric type of way.
Okay.
I'll leave it there.
How you feeling, Pebbles? I got to pass it back to you. How we doing over here? We doing good or what?
Yeah, we're doing good, absolutely. I got a whole bunch of questions. I don't want to give it away at the same time, but it just really sounds like it's built around the church and around helping people, right?
Sort of.
Okay.
It's really built around family. It's really built around the family dynamic, and that's why there are 8 leads, because everybody has a story to tell, and everybody has a journey and a testimony, and we're trying to explore as many of those different journeys as possible. Yes, everything is rooted in the church. Everything is rooted in faith. At the end of the day, he'll work it out, but it's from the perspective of life and real trials that people go through.
Okay.
Actually, I want to add a little bit to that. I can say through a lot of people that either were born in the church or brought up in the church, there's this thing called church hurt. And a lot of people that have experienced it have gone away from the church for whatever their reasons are, their various different reasons. But I can say that in this play, even the church, the pastor and the first lady, they handle all of these different, the contrast and the turmoil that's going on with everyone's lives in a healthy way. And it actually shows a real pastor and a real first lady how you should treat your people, your flock, versus what actually happens sometimes in the church. Yeah.
Okay, so a different dynamic, so that's very creative. How long we been working on this?
I must say I've been working on it since maybe 2005 when it first came to me.
Okay.
I think it started working on it as a workshop and everything 2008, 2009. So it's been a long journey, and every time we've gotten ready to put it up, something has always happened. We were supposed to actually put it up before COVID, and then we was planning and stuff, and then COVID took place. I was like, no. But the one thing I can say is God's delay is not his denial, and stuff. So a lot of things that have, gone on, without a doubt, God is definitely in the mix and stuff. From the creating of the poster, I asked Carleton, found the young man who did our poster. It was we kind of put together our ideas to do it, but he found the young man to create it. And when I saw the finished product, I asked Carleton, did you tell him any other story behind? He was like, no, I didn't tell him. I said, Carleton, serious, you ain't tell? He said, no. So those who know the story, when you look at the poster, you catch certain things that are in the poster that you go, wow, did you see what he, and because it's in the story. And I said, only God can do that, because the young man has no idea. You know what I'm saying? So, just God is an awesome God. I thank him. Part of the story is my own testimony, being in the church, backsliding, coming back, and just God showing me different things that have, one of my friends said when they read the manuscript that, Taryn, you don't only, you know that you could see, he said, your lens is not just HD, it's panoramic, because I'm a descriptive writer. Okay. So the book is, whoever's, read it, it's a very descriptive thing, so it makes you feel like you're right there when it happens. Okay. And sometimes you don't realize just how much you see until you write it out and stuff like that. Right. So, God is an awesome God, and you need to come out and check out the play is just a taste of the book, because there's so much in the book.
Okay.
But the play is just a taste, and hopefully when you get a taste, you'll want more.
Yeah, they're gonna lock in. I believe so. Just by what y'all saying so far, it sounds like we got a good product that's about to roll out. What's your thoughts on it, man? How you feeling?
Well, I mean, to what you just said, as the co-director, I'm going to do my best to make sure it's a good product.
Okay.
Most importantly, just because one person's testimony can spread out and actually inspire so many others who are, possibly going through the same thing or know someone going through the same thing. So it's important for us to be living epistles and to get our testimonies out there in one form or another. I just happen to be working in an entertainment medium.
Okay. That's true. So many times, it be times even me, myself, I'll put out like a message that I have a deep caption where I really let the people in. And sometimes it be somebody that never even clicked like or responded to the comment or the post, but they'll DM me like, yo, I felt you on that. Or, so you never know when you put out something and like somebody really like receiving it in a deep type of way. Like, and that's what keep us doing it too at the same time. Even if it's just one or two, we're not reaching the masses yet. We're getting there. But those one or two, we take those as like victories, so that's fire right there. What you got, Pebbles?
No, I think that's great. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see the 8 different scenarios and life things that we go through. So I know it's going to resonate with me. I know Crystal for a long time, and I've seen your work, and you put your heart into it all. So I can only imagine everybody else here that's part of the cast and what they're going to bring to the table. So I'm just excited to see it. I really am. I feel like the spiritual vibe and everything here is just great. It's peaceful, and I can only imagine what else. Even me looking at the billboard itself, I felt it. And then hearing the background of it was just like, wow. For the person who, drew it up or whatever for you and presented it, for him not even to know, and it sounds like he touched a couple of points on it. So that's great. That's great. So how was it? How do you all feel collectively? Did you become a family through it all? Since, it sounds like it's been going on for quite some time.
Yes, we became a family. We did. The cast is amazing, and no one person is an island. It's about all of us here. It's about all of these people that are in this room right now bring such an essence, such a beauty, and I love watching each one of them perform. Unfortunately, that day I'm not going to be able to watch them because I have to be in 13 scenes. But they all bring something special to their role, and they all really have done their character work. And it's one thing to learn lines, but it's another thing to put in the work.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And our jobs as actors is not easy.
I'd like to chime in on that, actually. The question was how we feel about the rest of the cast, right?
Yes, the rest of the cast.
The rest
how you
of the
feel
cast.
about, working with them?
Yeah.
How did you grow together? Oh, you're eager. Yeah.
I can't stand these people. What? But I'm going to tell you why. They get on my nerves in a way that only family can. I love all of them. I love working with all of them. And that's what makes what we do so beautiful, because you come together as strangers and then you start to create this art that you'll take with you for the rest of your life. And hopefully what we do will inspire others and stay with them for the rest of their lives.
Okay. I'm sure. I'm inspired by just the message that you said, because as brothers and sisters, hey, they all get on my nerves, right? But at some point, we family, right? And, we all here putting in this work. We all sounds like we all got a message behind it, right? God puts us here for a reason, right?
And we
That's
enjoy
awesome.
each other, though. We actually enjoy each other. We enjoy being around. Don't listen to Carleton.
Oh, no. I know he was joking. It's part of the acting of it, right? It's part of the acting of it. It goes along.
Serious ones, but he cut up too. But we have a good time behind the scenes, just cutting up with each other, and the vibe is positive. Yes. Like, there's no one person that we have a riff with or we just don't click with. And then we can feel when someone's off too. When someone's having an off day or things are going on personally, it's just like, hey, you need a hug, so, and so we can feel that.
It's taking time, though, to be all honest. It's from the beginning, it's taking time to get the right group of people. Okay. Because I've had my times when we first started, in the casting, and you may find there was 1 or 2 people that I was like, okay, they act, okay, and the Holy Ghost was like, don't do it. They don't play well with others. Don't do it. And I was like, no, I think that'd be good. And then, sure enough, as the time kept on going on, I was like, oh no, they ain't the right. And so God will make a way that, okay, they just kind of, got to leave on their own and stuff. I'll be like, okay, that's my bad. I should have never did it. But you learn from your mistakes, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. And even as we moved closer to the dates, we've had some people drop out and for different reasons and stuff. And you'd be like, you know what? It's like we've come so far that where I'm at like right now is like, okay, there's too many actors. There's too many actors out there that want to be in good work, that want to earn stuff. So you got to keep moving. And if we hadn't, like, I thank God for my team, because there's been times where we wasn't sure if we were going to put it up this time. Okay. And they were like, no, Crystal, the main one, was like, no, it's going up this time. It's going up. And sometimes you need that. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need that because, you get nervous and stuff. And over the years, you be like, okay, I know you gave it to me and stuff. And just when it's going to happen, sometimes this comes a point in time you just got to step out. You know what I'm saying? And stuff in the midst of getting everything together, because nothing is going to be perfect. There's no production out there that started off having everything that they needed. And so I was like, you know what? You gave it to me and all my friends, and he will make provision for the vision, and he has been. So God is a good God, and he's opened doors that we least expect. You know what I'm saying? The billboard on Times Square, just when the door opened, just blew my mind, because there's major ministries that I know that have not done. God, I love you. That has not done that yet. And so for him to open that door was just awesome to me. You know what I'm saying? Because, to see it, and I'm like, oh my God. And you see, like it says in the words, eyes have not seen nor ears heard the things that God has prepared for us. So while other people would want to keep you in a 2x2 box, God is like, no, I got something for that one. And I thank God for God not seeing me like man does. So I just give him all glory.
Those is bars right there. I'm going to put some of that on the T-shirt, you heard? You was talking right there. I like that. So were you always in the church growing up, or?
I'm very transparent. The cast knows. I started off Catholic, and one of my best friends who, God bless her, she passed away. But I joined a community choir called the Angelic Voices for Christ, and that's how I met Jesus and stuff. We went on to win like McDonald's Gospel Fest, went over to Japan to sing and everything, and that's who I started to learn who I was in God and everything like that. And then came back, the choir disbanded, and I joined. I went to one church up in Harlem, and the church was awesome, but they didn't do women ministers. So I was like, okay, that's not my place. Okay. I got to go someplace else and stuff. But my church home now is called Kingdom Ambassadors Global Ministries. The bishop there is Dr. Aretha Wilson. Awesome, dynamic woman of God, powerful woman of God. And I thank God for her, because it's being under her that has helped me to be a perfectionist and to make sure things are excellent and stuff, and not, just try to give God anything, to give God the best, because he deserves the best. And so when he put He'll Work It Out in my hand, it's nerve-wracking to make sure it comes out like it needs to come out. But this cast is doing an awesome job, and I thank God for each and every one.
Okay. That's fire. So you had a big role in putting the team together, the cast and everything. Yeah. What were some things you were looking for when you were feeling like the main leads and some of the minor roles as well?
Really nothing different from any other production, what they would want. We wanted talented people. We wanted dedicated people. We wanted people who, even if they weren't experienced in the craft, they at least showed that they were coachable, I think ultimately what we ended up with was, and I'm just looking at them, an amazing cast. Some of these people I feel really lucky to have, and my career spans 16 years that I've been acting, directing, a cinematographer, and editor, all these different things. So I've worked with many different types of artists in many different mediums: film, television, theater. I know good talent when I see it. Okay. I know dedicated people when I see it. I know quitters when I see it. And we don't have any quitters here. We don't have any quitters. Everybody here is a fighter. Everybody here is in this to win this, and they know why I'm saying it like I'm saying it. But yeah, this is family, and I know that beyond this project, some of us will definitely go on to work together again and help each other out and keep pushing forward so that we can all tell the stories that we need to tell in this world.
Okay. That's one thing she said, because I think everybody that I spoke to as I casted, I told them the most important thing is to get the right blend of people, because you want to enjoy coming to work. You don't want to go, because I've been in places where you'd be like, God, I gotta go. No, and that's from whatever, like, business out there. That's from business out there to even, doing some stuff in certain churches and stuff. You're like, oh. But I thank God, like I said, each and everyone was told that, I want to write the right blend and stuff. And they could come on. What's interesting about that is they could say, oh, yeah, I do. But once they're in the mix, you could look at someone and go, no, they'll be going soon, you know what I'm saying? And stuff. So, again, I thank God for the cast we have. And each time I told, like, I like Ben Stiller and certain ones that constantly work with the same people. So you'll see these people again in other stuff that I do in other different characters to show how well-rounded and awesome they are. So I think that.
And that's dope, because the more you work with people, y'all build a bigger rapport, get more comfortable, so the next time roll out a little, now I don't want to say better because I ain't see this one. I know this is going to be fire, but just as good, we can say that. Just as good, So, Crystal, last time we seen you were doing a one-woman show. Yes. Now you got a room full of people. Talk about the difference a little bit.
If anybody ever, I always tell each actor, when you have the opportunity to do a one-person show, do that. Take the opportunity to do it, because it stretches a different muscle. Because I had to sit and talk to invisible people and act like they were actual people on stage. It was tough. I prefer this arena, because it's not just me on the stage. If I mess up, I know it's me, but working with this cast has just been awesome. Some of these people I've worked with before, Dante Burgess, that's playing one heck of a role in this. Lady Gorham, which is Dermel, she's actually my vocal coach for my company. So I've worked with these people, and then a lot of the women here I've just developed bonds with, Dermel and Brittany and all of them. I just love them all. I really do. And Taryn, me and Taryn talk every day. And I know there are days I get on her nerves. Okay, but it's all out of love. Me and Carleton are very like this. So Carleton be like, I know Crystal, I'm like, Carleton, I call her, but it's all out of love, because I believe in her. I believe in her vision. I believe in her project, and her writing is amazing. Yeah. And if you don't have the book, He'll Work It Out, you need to go and purchase it on Amazon. Mm-hmm. It is on there. And if you're coming to the show, which I hope you all are, she'll autograph it personally for you.
I'll actually say something to that effect. I remember when Crystal was casted. I saw the audition. I leaned over to Taryn and I said, I don't think anything's wrong with her. and I can find something wrong with just about everybody. Something that I can poke at and test and, no, not her. Okay. And she started coming to rehearsals, and, things would happen, and we would lock eyes from across the room. And it's like, all right, we here, we see it, we both see the same thing. And I love working with people that have the same mentality as me, that I know are on that same level of dedication. And there's a few people in the cast who I casted specifically because I saw a bit of myself in them. And I knew that if they had the same drive as me, that there would be nothing that could stop this production.
Okay.
Nice.
That's right.
And then I want to say too, I actually met Crystal here. I was brought in through a referral, and the person that referred me is no longer here. But very first day, and I don't have any acting experience except for in high school. And so the very first day, she and I sat next to each other and we cut up. And I didn't even know her. I don't know. But we just clicked immediately. And then when she found out that I sang, she started coming to shows. And then she was like, would you be my vocal coach? And so I've gotten jobs just through just being here, just being present, honestly. So then her and whoever's connected to her, then I get a job with them. And she's like, my friend Dermel, you know, so it felt really good to work with experienced people and glean from them. I learned a lot just through Carleton, actually. And I know he didn't know that. I don't tell him because he act like he running a slave ship around here. But so I didn't want to beef him up too good, But I can say that even just as my day job, I'm an administrator at NYU, and I'm a leader at my job. And watching him direct is like me directing at work. But so then I see pieces when they're moving, and I'm a big picture person, and I can tell that he is too. And so even though I know that he's the director of the play, it's like I like listening to him, believe it or not. Don't get your head all blown up. But I do like getting ideas from him and saying, okay. So I think that he does a great job as our director. He pulls things out of us that we weren't expecting we don't even expect it to be there. And he's like, I need you to do this. So I think that you guys are going to enjoy the play. From the writer and the person whose life this is about, and it's near and dear to her heart, and we believe in her, so we want to put on the best production as possible. So
that's right. Look, y'all got a tight cast here. That's dope.
That's a great thing. You're doing your job. That's what that means. It might be hard. It might be, challenges and things like that. But I got the message today that you're doing your job. So
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's great. Your vision is coming to life. Yeah. I'm excited. I cannot wait to see it.
It's an awesome thing to first see it on the page, and then somebody does the lines and does the, and you're like, oh snap! All right, that's right. So God, again, God is awesome, and I thank Him for finding me worthy to give me. He'll work it out.
That's fire. That's fire. So for the people that's going to watch this, because we're going to release this before it drops so we can really build it up. But if they're listening and they want to come out on the 6th, how can they go about doing that, getting tickets and stuff?
Just go to Eventbrite, look for He'll Work It Out, or the actual link is HWIO play at eventbrite.com. Get your tickets now. I mean, VIP is pretty much sold out for all the dates, if I'm not mistaken.
HWIO,
the play. Okay. My mistake. HWIO, the play at Eventbrite.com. It's not in front of me. I didn't know he was going to ask. But hey, you heard it more than once now, so no excuses.
Okay, so we want to make sure that everybody's in the building that night. Before we get y'all out of here, we like to play funny games with all the guests that come through. Even though we're in y'all house, we treat it like this is our house. Y'all in the arena tonight, you feel me? Absolutely. So look, with everybody that come through here, we play a game. It's called Real Talking Now. And Real Talking Now, I got 3 statements here. And y'all working as a team, so y'all going to have to agree on the answer. Because To The Most Clothing is going to provide a few T-shirts for y'all if y'all pick the right statement here. Okay?
Is this like a true or false thing?
It's going to be, let me break it down for you. Okay. All right, so look, I got 3 statements here. One of them is real talk. And y'all have to pick which one is real talk. When I say real talk, I mean it's an actual fact. But you got to be careful because the other 2 statements might be close to a fact. I might have switched a word or a number to throw y'all off a little bit. All right, so the first statement is the first pizzeria in the United States was opened in California in 1905. Second statement is some cats are allergic to people. And the third statement is the voices of Mickey and Minnie Mouse are brother and sister in real life.
I think the cats is the true thing. The first pizzeria should have been in New York, if I'm not mistaken. And Mickey and Minnie Mouse voiced by the same person. Oh, sorry, voiced by brother and sister. I doubt that. What do you guys think?
The pizzeria, I think it did open in New York first. The cats, I don't think that's true. For some reason, I don't think that's true. Mickey and Minnie, I don't think so.
Okay. So nobody going with
We didn't get input from everybody.
Yeah.
The cats.
The cat's allergic to human. Yeah. People.
All right, so real talk or nah? Y'all agree? Everybody agree? Oh, because
I said I don't think so.
We gotta be unanimous.
Okay, all right.
that's three against one.
We'll say the cats are allergic to people.
So real talk or nah, some cats are allergic to people. Y'all was right on. Damn, I ain't think. I thought I would have had y'all with that because people allergic to cats, but I never heard of cats being allergic to people. That's crazy. All right, y'all nailed it. So look, shout out to the Most Clothing. Going to send a nice package for y'all. We actually got a few shirts over there, so whatever's in the bag, we're going to empty the bag out. I ain't expect a room full of people. I'm sorry, y'all. But we're going to make it. We're going to make it work, man. Big bro, you got one, big bro. I got you, man. All right, as far as the other statements, the first pizzeria was opened in New York in 1905. And Mickey and Minnie Mouse, they were actually husband and wife.
Okay.
I knew it was close. I kept thinking.
Yep, so good work, good work. Do y'all have a social media page for the projects coming out? Or?
TCA Productions Inc. We're on TCA Productions Inc. is on Instagram as well as on Facebook.
So look, we're gonna make sure y'all tap in. Hoodie on the sign out. We appreciate y'all for having us. Everybody listen, make sure y'all in the building.